The year is 1932. The place, a sleepy suburb of Berlin. The technology, a typewriter that can send secret messages. It was called the Enigma machine. And if you want to know how World War II gave birth to AI, then this is the story you need to hear. For our first episode of Machine Hall, we're going to explore how the Enigma machine led to the creation of Alan Turing's AI. So sit tight, because this is going to be one hell of a ride. The story of the Enigma machine dates back to World War I, when German engineers developed a device that could encrypt and decrypt messages by scrambling them with an almost impossible-to-guess code. The machine was a huge success and soon became the go-to encryption device for military and government agencies around the world. Fast forward to 1939, when the Nazis began their invasion of Poland. The British were desperate to get their hands on the Enigma machine so they could break the Nazi code and get the upper hand in the war. But the Nazis were one step ahead of them. They had already anticipated that the Poles might try to invade, and had taken precautions to ensure that the Enigma machine would not fall into British hands. But little did they know that the British had a secret weapon of their own, a brilliant mathematician named Alan Turing. Turing and his team of code breakers at Bletchley Park were able to design a machine of their own, a machine that could crack the Enigma code. They called it the Turing bomb. And let me tell you, it was way ahead of its time. The Turing bomb used a technique known as a differential analyzer to calculate the Enigma settings and then simulate them to see if they produced the expected output. If they did, then the code was broken and the message could be decoded. It wasn't long before the bomb was up and running, and the British were able to use it to intercept German naval codes. This gave them the upper hand in the war and helped to shorten it by years. But the story doesn't end there. You see, the Enigma code was constantly changing, and the Nazis were always trying to stay one step ahead of the British. This meant that the Turing bomb had to be constantly upgraded and improved. And that's where AI comes in. Turing realized that the process of cracking the Enigma code was essentially a game of chess between him and the Germans. He developed a program that could play chess against the Nazis and learn from its own mistakes. In 1950, Turing published his paper, Computing Machinery and Intelligence, which proposed the famous Turing test as a way to determine whether or not a machine could think. The test is simple. If a machine can mimic human conversation to the point where a person interacting with it cannot tell that they are interacting with a machine, then that machine is said to be intelligent. Although Turing's work on AI was groundbreaking, it wasn't widely accepted until much later. The field of AI research really took off in the 1960s and 70s with the development of programs like Deep Blue, which was the first computer program to defeat a reigning world chess champion. So there you have it. The story of how the Enigma machine led to the creation of AI. It's a story of innovation, ingenuity, and the never-ending struggle between man and machine. If you enjoyed this episode of Machine Hall, then make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more. We'll be exploring the history of some of the most important machines in our world and the impact they had on society. From the printing press to the smartphone, these machines have shaped our world in ways we see and imagine, and we'll be taking a deep dive into their history and the people behind them. But for now, I want you to do a little experiment of your own. Go over to ChatGPT and ask it to write a poem about the Enigma machine. Then come back here and share your results in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what it comes up with. Also, don't forget to check out our new channel, where we'll be exploring the latest developments in AI technology and the impact it is having on our world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.